Who raised Naruto as a baby? In the popular anime series Naruto, the main character of the series, who is no other than Naruto Uzumaki, was orphaned on the day of his birth. When both of his parents, Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki, died, there was a gap in the life of Naruto, as it was unknown who raised him as a baby. We saw Naruto living life alone at the beginning of Naruto. We only have a few fragments of who raised Naruto after his parents' death. In today's video, we will be looking at a very important question in the entire Naruto series. Who raised Naruto as a baby? Before we delve into the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's dig in. First of all, let's look at how Naruto became an orphan. Minato was asked to strengthen Kushina's seal when Naruto was born. However, a masked man appeared and abducted Naruto. Although Minato is able to save Naruto, he is unable to save Kushina, who has been kidnapped by the masked man. The covered man uncovered that his aim was to deliver the 9 tails to go after the Leaf Town, exploiting the shortcoming of Kushina's seal. While he thought about how to handle the situation, Minato locked Naruto and Kushina, who was now weaker, up in a safe house. Minato made the decision to seal a portion of the 9 tails chakra inside Naruto so that he could become a Jinchuriki after the 9 tails finally demonstrated their immense power. Inside Minato, the 9 tails other chakra was sealed. At the same time, Minato decided to seal some of his chakra and Kushina's chakra in Naruto so that when he grew up, they could assist him in his role as Jinchuriki. One of the 9 tails claws, which was attempting to kill Naruto before being sealed, pierced Minato and Kushina during the sealing process. Both of Naruto's parents passed away as a result of this and the seal. However, they did not say goodbye to Naruto and asked Hiruzen to treat Naruto as a hero because he saved the village from the 9-tailed demon fox. Kushina Uzumaki's dying wish was for Hiruzen Sarutobi to take care for her baby, but the third Hokage remained largely absent in Naruto's life. Who took care of Naruto as a baby? Naruto had a difficult childhood due to the fact that he was an orphan and he was the 9-tailed fox Jinchuriki. Not much is known who took care of Naruto as a baby, but as he grew up, he was majorly under the care of Hiruzen Sarutobi, who played more of an absent role. Naruto also had no blood relatives that could have taken care of him. A major fandom belief of Naruto's childhood is that before he became 5 years old, he was taken care of in the third Hokage's mansion under the care of a nanny. This nanny in particular was sworn to keep her work secret, and baby Naruto was also guarded by the Anbu. And after he clocked 5, he was moved to the apartment we know him to live in and was closely monitored by the Anbu, and Kakashi was one of them. Even though the third Hokage didn't explain why he didn't keep his promise to Kushina, one can infer that his actions were planned. The third Hokage was not as evil or pragmatic as a leader as Danzo was, despite his involvement in the Hyuga clan disaster and the Uchiha clan massacre. Because of this, the only plausible explanation for Hiruzen not raising Naruto or treating him differently in the village is that many enemies would be searching for either the fourth Hokage's son or one of the tailed beast Jinchurikis, so no one would have known how significant Naruto was. That is the reason Naruto was given the Uzumaki family name rather than the Namikaze family name, and why anyone who had some awareness of Naruto being the 9-tailed fox host was not permitted to talk about it. Even though Hiruzen made plans to protect him, Naruto was marginalized and ostracized by many in the Konoha village. Most parents told their kids not to play with him, and at evenings when Naruto had to say goodbye to his playmates because their parents had to pick him up, he was always sad and lonely as he lived life all alone. It made sense to shield Naruto from threats coming from outside the village, especially given that the Akatsuki was already on its way, which helps explain why the third Hokage did what he did. However, it is debatable whether Sarutobi's decision was worthwhile. Naruto had to endure the pain of growing up without any knowledge of his parents, the isolation of being an orphan with no other relatives, and the village's hatred and prejudice. Had it not been for Naruto's unfaltering will and his dream about becoming Hokage, the person might have strolled a totally different path and might have become like Gaara, who became violent, bitter Jinchuriki who detested everyone in his vicinity. Taking into account that when Naruto was 13, when the Akatsuki started coming after him, Sarutobi's arrangement could be seen as totally redundant. Life of Naruto growing up. To be acknowledged by villagers, Naruto started playing pranks on them and also defacing the Konoha Hokage heads. But this made most villagers despise him the most. He ended up joining the Ninja Academy. Naruto also dreamed of becoming the Hokage and made sure he told everyone so, even though most people didn't believe in him as at then. A good example of him telling people that he would become a Hokage was when he saved Hinata Hyuga from bullies when they were small. He introduced himself to them as the next Hokage and they laughed and made fun of him because he couldn't even make a proper shadow clone as he hadn't mastered the jutsu yet. Even though he was clearly outnumbered, he still fought against them but was beaten up by them. Eventually, after becoming a student of Iruka Umino, He met his future rival and partner Sasuke Uchiha. The first clash they had got Naruto excited, but he was sorely beaten by Sasuke. After their fight, Iruka asked that Naruto and Sasuke should perform the Seal of Harmony. They both refused. And after Naruto discovered that Sasuke was an orphan like him, he sought to talk to him but he couldn't because of his jealousy. When Naruto became a bit older, he lived on the income his parents had secured for him and was also watched over by several people, although none of these people were his parents or legal guardians. Some of these people included the guy in the ramen shop, Iruka Umino, Hiruzen, and some others. The apartment Naruto lived in most likely would have belonged to his father Minato, and the third Hokage made sure that all the evidence of Minato was cleared out before Naruto moved in. Since the apartment Naruto lived in was old compared to the house Sasuke lived in after he was moved from the Uchiha clan household, it could easily be deduced that the house actually belonged to Naruto's father, and it was most likely was the house Minato lived in as a bachelor before he moved in to live with Kushina. Why was Naruto's childhood lonely? Although Jiraiya, Kakashi, and Hiruzen were all in charge of Naruto, Naruto still led a lonely life as a child. Even though Kakashi was given the task to take care of Naruto, not to act as his guardian, maybe if he treated Naruto better, Naruto wouldn't have had such a lonely childhood. Naruto had a godfather who was one of the famous Sanins called Jiraiya. But Jiraiya was rarely present in the early years of Naruto's life. Jiraiya was a hermit who lived outside the Konoha village, and he rarely visited the village. Jiraiya spent most of his time fighting and concluding missions whole, and also chasing women as he was a chronic womanizer. He avoided his godfather responsibilities, which was pretty sad. Hiruzen was the one who did try to some extent to watch over Naruto, but he didn't do much because Naruto was despised by the entire village, and extra care would likely raise concerns for the council of the village. Hiruzen was expected to treat everyone fairly, and Naruto was no exception. Naruto had to endure hatred from the villagers and bullying, and no one tried to help him out or approach him when he needed help. There was a particular sad episode when a very young Naruto went to look for food to eat. He caught some fishes and plucked some mushrooms. Hiruzen then came to keep him company, but young Naruto had no idea who he was. So much for someone who was meant to be the guardian of Naruto. Most people didn't know that Naruto was the fourth Hokage's son. Only Hiruzen, Danzo, Kakashi, Koharu, Mitokado, and some other Konoha elders had this knowledge. Although Jiraiya knew since he was one of the people who trained Minato and was also his godfather, he did absolutely nothing to help out young Naruto as he was busy with pursuing and finding Orochimaru's location and members of the Akatsuki. Danzo only saw the weapon in Naruto, while the other Konoha higher-ups had no desire to really take care of Naruto. Tsunade had drinking and gambling problems, while Orochimaru was not just bad but decided to focus on researching forbidden jutsus and experiments. All these people were people who could have helped in making Naruto's childhood better than what it was, but they all failed in their duty. Iruka was the closest father figure that Naruto had in his life, and this is because he went out of his way to make life easier for Naruto and even protected him when he stole the scroll containing the Shadow Clone Jutsu for Mizuki. In fact, the tragic childhood of Naruto and his determination to seek recognition from those around him serve as the story's very foundation. Naruto set his sight on becoming the Hokage, the village's most esteemed shinobi. The story continues as he defeats his foes and moves closer to realizing his dream. As a result, Naruto had to grow up on his own in order for the audience to sympathize with the protagonist. In the end, Hiruzen was the bad guy who was to blame for the boy's tragic upbringing. However, the protagonist's character gained some depth as a result of Hiruzen's careless choices. We can indeed see that Naruto could have had a better childhood if the people his parents placed in charge of him did their respective jobs. However, they did try in their capacity to do their best, but they didn't try enough. But the tragic backstory Naruto had didn't stop him from using it as a stepping stone in realizing his dream to become a Hokage, which he ended up getting at the end of the series. Do let us know about your opinions on Naruto's childhood in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.